Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gents. Good afternoon, should I say. Good evening if you're watching it later on. Good morning if you catch it on the AM. Should I say it is good morning because it's still 11:30. Why not? Good morning, beautiful ladies, wonderful gents. Yo, you got Icy Don here with an exclusive. We have an exclusive today because we're going to talk about someone who I don't spend much time talking about because I'm just waiting. But as I'm sitting waiting today, this morning, I said, let me go see what Dr. Goofy's talking about. And what Dr. Goofy is talking about, he's talking about September 10th. He's speaking on September 10th. Once again, folks, I told you, shit, September 21, that the school wasn't going to open. Told you December 20th, December 20th, December 2020, the school wasn't going to open. And I said, because he's going to have to deal with some legal issues. Once my issue goes to the courts, I told you back in 2020, the school was not going to be open until he deal with my situation. And you got Dr. Goofy talk about September 10th as he's walking through the school, Mr. Braggadocious, speaking about September 10th. But before September 10th, he is speaking about September 9th and what September 9th consists of. He's trying to decide if it should be an exclusive conference or all females conference. No, not no sign up for the young people. No registration for no programs. No, nothing for the fall season, but a women's conference. I want that to digest for a second. He said a women's conference. No disrespect to the ladies. But what in the hell is the purpose of a women's conference the day before a block party, a second annual block party for your all boys school? Now, this is your second year. 1 year went by. What did you tell those people about in the year's time frame that you had your goals for that block in the school? What promises did you give to those people? What promises did you give to those people? And that's what I'm asking. I didn't go to the block party, so I don't know what he said on the microphone. I don't know what he said to the folks out there. But what did he promise the people, as he promised the people online? What did he promise the people face to face in 1 year time frame of this opening of the school? That he's doing another block party with no registration for boys, no programs for boys, let alone girls, but just not for boys. He's not talking about the basketball tournament. He's not showing the basketball play. He's not showing his basketball FDMG jerseys for the boys. See, understand what I'm saying, folks? Right now, we should be looking at the FDMG tournaments, jerseys, uniforms. We should be looking at that. He should be talking about the trophies, fundraiser for the trophies. See, this is what Project Picnic was. This is what I was to FDMG. This is what I am to the world. You know, he's like Pinky in the Brain. I can play both characters. Good morning, beautiful ladies, wonderful gents. We are talking about Umar Johnson and his conference, September 9th, the day before the block party. So basically, what you're telling me, Umar, is that you're scheming on how you're going to get some new booty the day before the block party. Lord, 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 help me. Help me to understand. What are we doing here? We been building institutions, or we trying to build baby carriages? I'm trying to understand. You know, is he trying to make new families? Is it like the family doctor, medic, reserve, or should I say the FDMG? Yeah, he not reserve, but general. He think he's the family doctor, medic, general. He's trying to build families, his own families, trying to put a lot of babies in carriages. I'm trying to understand what is your logic, my dude, because when Mother's Day passed, you should have did the women's conference. You understand? And so you've been strategizing, and you could be talking about your strategy all summer. But you so such a retard because you don't pay attention, and you not living in the right spirit. You live in the demonic realm, that you don't know that your blessings is just being blown away like leaves. You are such a retard that you don't even see how stupid you sound, even talking about, oh, they're gonna be jealous. Who's gonna be jealous, my dude? What man out here is supposed to be jealous of you and not opening your school, not having nothing for boys, not having nothing for men, not focusing on men? You run around. We all know that you're trying to just run around with your penis in your hand, dude. We looking at you like, yo, we ready to slap you because it's atrocity to what you're doing for black men at this point. I was giving you the nigga pass. It's hood president. It's hood, for hood politics. You know what I'm saying? I was giving you the hood nigga pass, but at this point, because I know my predictions has been just so right, and I just know that I'm really so much on point with everything. It must be called out 1,000% for what it is. And listen up. The gig is up, champ. The gig is up. I just got finished picking up some stuff. I'm about to go in the crib. I'm about to go replay some video. I don't have nothing lined up, so you know I gotta do my thing. I gotta get it all lined up, folks. Just bear with me. I got the everything plugged up. Hopefully, just come right on. I can get right to it. And we're gonna listen to his words because we're gonna do a breakdown because this dude is a buffoon. Once again, he's a family medic. You know, he's a family doctor, medic, general. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to build families. He's trying to build his own new families all across the nation. It's no telling how many little kids he got running around here. You don't know how many Umites he got running out here. There's no telling how many Umites is running around this planet right now because this dude think he's the family medic. He think he's the family doctor. It's amazing that he still can other hit the cash app. It's amazing how he still can look in the camera and utter those words. Hit the cash app. Those three words. If you want to do Cash App for you too, but Cash App, it's one word. And two butterflies flying in the sky. That's cute. Same color, black and gold. And it's just so sad that he's stuck in these ways where he truly is destroying the image of us. We are already tarnished. We are already a tainted people. But at this point right now, when are those doors going to open at that small school? Not the gymnasium, the small school. He's talking about painting murals. He's talking about flying people in the country to paint a mural. So let's talk about him talking about flying people in to paint a mural. Or should we just get into that when we just listen to him say that himself? So he's willing to pay the fly people to listen to why I call him a buffoon and a fool and an asshole and a dummy and a dunce and a coon and all sorts of horrific words that only suits him. And I say this, excuse me, I say this because it's very important for us to realize that this coon is crazy. You are willing to pay lawyers to fight your legal battles that you could have resolved your own real with some smarts. You got me going to court for almost 2 years for 3 Gs that now is going to be with a ton of interest, a shitload of interest, hopefully 8 Gs and better. And here you are talking about flying people in to paint a mural on the wall of you sitting in the middle as the Black Messiah. Not even the generals before you, but you sitting in the middle, like you, the chosen one. And you can't even handle small debts that keeps demonic entities out of your business. Entities that's willing to shut you down ASAP. But you willing to fly people in to paint a mural. And so you want to do a women's conference. Where we at with that? Lee, how you do, Lee? Glad to see you, Lee. Lee, where are we at with this whole Umar Johnson thinking that doing the women's conference is the thing to do after a whole year of the last block party? The last block party he did. Okay, Tina? The last block party that he did, you tell me, what goals did he accomplish for that community? What programs did he bring to that community with what he already have? See, what he already have, what he already had at that time to now what he have. What did he bring to that neighborhood? What registration forms did he fulfill? What programs did he put out there? What is he going to have running right now throughout the summer? Where's those basketball jerseys? Why he don't have the Manny basketball tournament going on? Do you understand what I'm saying, Tina? I'm very much lost right now. And with that being said, I'm trying to just figure it out. Why is it important for him to be doing the women's conference? Like he's some preacher, like he's some pastor, like he's some reverend, like he's some deacon, like he's some person in the church, although he's always talked about the church. Why is he trying to do some women's conference when he didn't even focus on our youth for an entire decade? He has not done one youth conference in 1 decade. You talk about HVAC. He has not done one youth conference. He has not organized a youth conference in a whole decade. He has not registered young people into a program and ran the program with them for whether it's some type of educational program in a whole decade. that I know of. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe I'm just deaf. Maybe I'm just dumb. But where are we at? But we talk about a women's conference because he's chasing his penis. And that's what we all must understand. And that's what the game is. It's nothing else to it. This man is living a lifestyle that is sort of like a hip hop lifestyle. He's really living a hip hop lifestyle, like he's like the B side in hip hop, trying to be. He's like underground, trying to get to the mainstream hip hop artist, but he's still living a comfortable lifestyle where he is looking for groupies. That's the right word. He's looking for new groupies. And this perversion, this form of major fornication, this lust, this bragging of this lust and making money off it. And at the end of it, it's still gonna be nothing for these kids. It's gonna be nothing for these boys. It's gonna be nothing for these young men. He's arguing with Tony on his on one of his live streams as Tony's discussing, like, yo, you can't collect donations. And he's like, where am I located? Located in Delaware. I can collect donations in Delaware. Know your shit, Tony, you fool, you coon. Like, yo, hold on. No. You are not even truly being, what is there's so many words to put right here in this sentence. You are not being, I don't even want to use the T word, transparent. You know what I'm saying? That's corny. You're not even being proper in your etiquette to the people, period. Because you are you claim to be a, what's the word? It's not political, but it's I'm gonna even say political. Fuck that. A political for your people activist. That's all I can give you. So because you claim to be the number one scholar, the main person to be out there in the front, speaking for the people for the speaking for the African people as a whole, but yet and still you are in the spotlight where here you are. Why you can't collect these donations? What's been going on? Because see, people giving donations and that they need to know what's going on right now. Where Pennsylvania says you need to show some shit. What's going? We need to understand because I do want to give you I want to give you $1,000, but I do want to know what's going on right now. Because now I'm getting a little skeptical. Before I was, going with the flow still. I was donating. I was taking the heat. A lot of my coworkers know I was a supporter of you. I was willing to donate $1,000 to go towards this whole block party. But what's going on with this cease and desist order? So when Tony asks a question like that, no, the people need to hear a right answer, not you attacking answer. See, you only attack with your answers. That's the only answer that you know how to give. But you don't know how to give the people the answers that's required. That's you are required to give that answer. Why is there a cease and desist order? So, ladies, if there is a conference, may that be the number one topic of your conference. Why should we support a man who has a cease and desist order in his hometown? And he has to prove to you why you should support him. So that should be your conference. There you go. Okay, ladies, yes. If you do have a women's conference instead of a youth conference, may your conference consist of why. Let me put that in context. Let me put that out there. Jeremy, what up, baby? I'm gonna put this on the board, Jeremy. I'm gonna post this on the board that the women's conference. Can I post? Wow. Okay, then want me to post. So let me try again. Okay, there you go. The women's conference. I type real slow. I'm not like Leonard on it. That fool will be like like crazy, yo. He be looking crazy, yo. When he be trying to find that information, ready to text him, he be smashing those fingers. The women's conference. Hope I spelled that right. Spelled that wrong. The women's conference. How do you spell conference? Is it two R's, one R? One R. The women's conference should consist of the topic why. Matter of fact, yeah, that should be the headline. Why that should be the flyer. Why should women continue to support Umar Johnson? Yep, that's the campaign, folks. That's the new campaign. You want to do a women's conference? That's your conference. Why should women continue to support Doctor U capital Umar capital Johnson? Let me go back. I see something spelled wrong. Bam. Okay, the women's conference should consist of the topic why should women continue to support? Okay, so there we go. Okay, folks. My whole thing right here is the women's conference should consist of the topic why should women continue to support Dr. Umar Johnson? Now, continuation of that flyer, especially after a cease and desist order in his hometown. I need y'all to understand that. That's very important. It's like no form of embarrassment. You understand? He has like no form of embarrassment that, especially after a cease and desist order in his hometown. You know, why should women continue to support Dr. Umar Johnson, especially after a cease and desist order in his hometown? I need y'all to understand that right there. He has to prove right now. See, he went so far backwards that he must prove, not just showing some fucking lights and showing a toilet bowl from some residual money that he was holding on to. You got to show and prove why you should get this new money. It's important for you to show and prove why we must, well, why they must continue, the women, they must continue to support you and stand strong by your side as those African queens do, the real T'Challa, to whatever, T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? The real Black Panther. You got to tell me why you supposed to be raised as the prince when you have a cease and desist order in your hometown. But folks, no one really want to ask these questions. And when they do ask these questions, the answers that they get is a slap in the face answer. Some purple drink. It's this old time shit I like. And is that correct? Is that right? Well, y'all cool with that? Do you think the public should really know now why he has a cease and desist order? It's been since March. We have April, May. We going to June. It's 3 months. He's planning to do a block party. He's asking for fundraisers for this block party. Should the people know why he has a cease and desist order? Did he tell the people why he has a cease and desist order? Did he tell the people why his paperwork not in order? In order? Did he tell the people why they checking on him? Did he tell the people anything? No, he said hit the cash app. He said these 3 words. That's all he said. That's all he know how to say. He's the greatest orator on getting those 3 words. Hold on one second. And what's so disturbing is that I think in his head that he thinks that he's really could say that me thinking that the water was on was something, some progression. But small things are small things. And it's time out for us to be giving big mouth people props for small things. That's a big mouth person. He's a big mouth for no reason. And that's what hurts his image, his mouth, being a big mouth. There's a difference between it being a big mouth and a smart mouth. I'd rather be a smart mouth than a big mouth. I'm a smart mouth. So you say something to me, you're gonna get something smart out of my mouth. You say something to him, you're just gonna get a whole big old outburst, make him look stupid. And then you have these people who just follow the flow. And that's what's so disturbing. The people who still following the flow and not calling out for what it is. I've been here, I'm doing my lives. People, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. And I really appreciate everyone who's still been sticking through, you know, to the end. And the end is almost here. The end is almost near. Okay, laptop. Yay, baby, you moving. You moving. Okay, so let me go to StreamYard. Last time I streamed on another StreamYard. I didn't know I did that. I was so mad. I streamed on when I was going to do. So let me see. Let's see if I can enter the studio. I want to enter the studio. Now I'm here. Okay, I see me. So I'm gonna add that to it. Let me add this. Let me go to Umar now, because I gotta really let him talk for himself. Sometimes we always talk for people, but I like to let people talk for themselves. So I'm gonna let this cat talk for himself, and so you don't think that I'm just picking on him because he owed me some money. I don't want y'all to think I'm some disgruntled worker that was going through a situation with him. I don't want you to think that, you know what I'm saying? No, please don't think that. So let's go to his mouth so we can hear his own thinking. How can you hear a person thinking? Because it come out their mouth. You didn't know that? How can we hear his thinking? Because it comes out his mouth. What did he say? I hope I can find it. Yay. It's this right here. So we're gonna add that. I just gotta remember. I just gotta remember where it was at though, because once I can remember where it was at, then everything's good. Skip the try. Get that community shot here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Fucking fool. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the StreamYard and hopefully. So I'm in the StreamYard here. Now I don't know how to get out the StreamYard here, I'm gonna enter the studio on this one right here. Boom. I see y'all there. Okay, so now